Oh, welcome back, guys. Didn't see you there. Oh, you must be in a hurry to see this machine go. Yeah, I've been working on it. That's right, yeah. This is my 1931 General Electric Model A, the predecessor to the Featherweight. That's right, guys. This is older than a Featherweight. And, gotta say, things are going along pretty good now. I've gone over and oiled all the paint on the machine. There's quite a bit of crackling down in the deck here, but that's okay. I love the machine. I also did some electrical work on it. I pulled the entire body off of this piece of wood, and what's really cool about this machine is if you, well, I can't turn it right now, I got wires in it. If you take the light off, the light and the motor stay with this board when you take the body off, and the machine is totally separate, no electrics at all. So if you really wanted to, you could dunk the thing in oil. Not that I'd suggest doing that, but I'm saying all the electrics stay on this piece of wood on the bottom. That's pretty cool. Maybe I'll show that in the future. But I gone over all the wiring for the motor and the wiring for the light, and it's all in excellent condition. The plugs were in good condition, so I was able to use those. I've oiled and greased all of the components on the undercarriage. I've also oiled the motor and checked the brushes, so they're all still good. Everything's really good there, so I'm quite happy with that. I've greased the upper gears, and I had to make a belt. I don't know if you can see this. You can see a little metal tab right there. I end up taking a rubber belt that I had and cutting it to fit, and just taking a piece of small aluminum tubing and putting the two rubber pieces in there, and taking a nail and pinning the piece of metal to the actual belt. Seems to be working. I'll show you this thing running a stitch shortly. But I figured to show you guys, I got it sort of apart right now. I end up cleaning the feed dogs and making sure everything inside of here was lubricated. Another cool thing about this machine, let me get my camera up here for you guys. And tip this down just a bit. If you notice, this is the door for the bobbin case. This is the style of bobbin case that this has. So you end up putting your bobbin in here, and you have to thread it through. And there's a video on how to thread these if you need to know how. I could go over it if you guys want in the future, but right now I'm just showing you the style of bobbin. And then on this side, there's a little button you push, and this is spring loaded, just pops right open. And then this goes inside of here, and you got to make sure that when you put it in, that you line up the groove. There's a groove on here. I'll pull it back out and show you. See this slot right here? Well, that has to be vertically up and down, and there's a little guide that catches here. So this door won't shut and lock unless you have this in properly. So that's a good thing. It's a pretty neat feature, eh? Look how well that works. It's always nice and satisfying when you hear those solid clicks on these vintage all steel machines. Anyways, that's one of the cool features there. I also noticed the stitch length is right here for the length of the stitches. No reverse on these machines. So it's a straight stitch forward only, so you'd have to do your own type of tacking. It's pretty cool. Anyways, if you guys noticed, I'm missing a spool pin here. But of course, I'll be doing the old wood dowel trick for now. Once I go through my parts and find something appropriate, I want to research online the proper spool pin in here and see if I can get one. I don't want to do any kind of modification to this plate, so I'm hoping, I do believe in my inventory I have a spool pin that's got a little bit of threading on the bottom. So I'm hoping the threading is smaller than this hole, and I can put it through and just maybe put a nut on the bottom for now and hold that together. But my concerns, if I do that, I'm going to have to make sure that I put nail polish over the threads and the nut of the post, because I wouldn't want the nut to back off and fall into here, because inside of here there's a couple spider gears. So I got to keep that in mind. Another thing I found cool when I was running this machine, the hand wheel goes this way, but this upper piece, and this is actually where your bobbin goes, guys. This is, you'd put a bobbin on here to wind it. It actually spins the opposite direction. And also when you're winding bobbins on this, you have to hold, actually it tells you to take your screwdriver and run your thread Let me see where it is here. I dig through the parts and I don't see one in here. I have one in my inventory. But anyways, when you put your bobbin on, I'll throw a bobbin on here quickly. When you put your bobbin on here, you got to hold your thread with a screwdriver right here. So the thread will come off of here and you hold it and you got to guide it yourself. I watched a video on it and I was like, well, it's interesting. They didn't put a little guide down here. They could have did some kind of, I don't know, some kind of guide, I guess. But anyways, that's enough jibber jabber. Let me get this machine back together, and when we get back, I'll show you guys this thing running a stitch. And it's going to be really the first stitch. I haven't run any stitches on this machine. I've been running the motor. I've been running everything else. But I like bringing you guys along for the first stitch. So give me a minute to get all these covers back on and modify a spool pin. And I'll show you this machine running a stitch. I'll be right back. I'll just show you quickly, why not? So here's the bobbin here. Here's the bobbin case. You're going to want to make sure, if you're putting this in, that your bobbin is spinning in a clockwise position. So when I drop it in, you can see it's clockwise. And I'm going to get into that little groove right here. There's a little groove. Come across that groove. And then I'm going to go underneath of the spring. And then there's a little hole. It's hard to see, but there's a little hole in one of those guiding edges there. If I can get it in there with these bad eyes, give me a second here. Doing this on camera is never easy, guys. My shop is small. My camera sucks. And I'm blind. So there you go. You can see that it went through this little hole right here and comes out between those two legs there. And that's that. That's for the bobbin. So let's get that put in the machine. This is always the tricky part I found with this machine. Unlike the featherweight, the bobbin case here is not easy to get to. So there we go, we got that set up. Let's get a blue thread up top. There we go. Got a blue spool there. My temporary spool pin made of wood dowel. Oops, going the wrong way here. Yeah, first day. There we go. Underneath there. Hook in here. Go under there. Through there. Through here. And for this old blind guy, let's get this needle up. Press her foot down. And this threads from the outside in, or from left to right, if you want to say. And there we go. Let's get that take-up lever up. Actually, got to pick up the bobbin thread. Let's pick up that bobbin thread. Okay, got that. Press your foot up. And there we go. Give me 1 second to plug this in. Now that I got the pedals and everything rewired. Yeah, let's give this a go. Okay, let's, oh, there we go. The light works. That's cool. Let me see if I can move this just a bit. I don't want to blind you guys there. Let me see. Maybe I'll just run it without the light. Let's turn the light off, because this machine will work without the light. Anyways, that's cool. Light works. And quickly I'll talk to you guys about the pedal for this machine. This is an odd setup on these machines because the machine plugs in and there's no off and on. So it's powered. As long as it's plugged in, it's got power. And then you have a plug like this that plugs into the front and it just runs to your pedal. Now, the pedal that I'm using is not the proper pedal for this machine. This machine came with this pedal, and I'll tell you, this is a Necchi pedal. It says Necchi down here. It's stamped in the actual metal where it says Necchi. You can see it was in a cabinet. It's got the brackets where it would actually bolt in the cabinet, and this would be a knee controller. So we know right away this is not the proper pedal because it comes in a case. Why would it need a knee controller? So somebody has either broke the original pedal or lost the original pedal and replaced it with this Necchi pedal. Now, I don't really suggest doing that, guys, because this is a 6 amp motor on this machine, and I don't know what this pedal is rated for. It says 100 watts on the bottom, so I would assume it's okay, but I don't know, so I will give it a try. I'll give it a try. I'm just taking a chance here. I'm hoping it'll work. I'm just not going to give it full power because I don't want to ruin my new machine. Anyways, enough jibber jabber. Let's get some denim. Let's try some denim. Let's go 2 layers first. I did put a new needle in this machine. It didn't have a needle in it when I got it, but I haven't checked anything, guys. Other than this upper tension spring was crushed all the way down, so I backed it off. I thought it's over tensioned right now, so that's one thing I'll tell you I did do. But all right, let's go. Let's give it a go. Oh, my belt's spinning. Of course, when I go to start, it's right on that little metal piece. Like I said, guys, this is a belt that I made. It's not one that came with the machine, so let me try that again. A little bit heavy on the pedal there. Oh, it looks like it's doing good. Sounds like a train. Let me take a look underneath here. Oh, okay. So I do need to adjust that upper tension. It's a little too loose. I'll bring that in a bit more. And here, let me go this way a bit. Let me try. See it here. Yeah, it's spinning again on me. I was worried about that belt not working good. See? Yeah, it's just spinning on me, guys. I got to be careful. Anytime it gets to that metal piece, it wants to stop. Let me check the stitch length here is good. Tension's good. Pressure foot. Maybe I'll put a little pressure foot. Less tension. Let's go. Oh, that's an epic fail. Anyways, well, there you go. First stitch. Not working. Now, I wouldn't say it's the machine, because everything seems to be working good there, but this belt doesn't seem to be working for me. Give me a second. Let me see if I can make some adjustments to this belt and give it another go. Okay, guys, I thought I'd grab a piece of canvas instead of the denim because it's hard to see the stitches on the denim. So I've shortened the belt a little bit, and I'm going to be honest with you guys, I forgot to oil the bobbin case, and I was like, that sounds a little noisy, so I opened it up and put some oil on that bobbin case, and boy, that made a difference. So yeah, I've oiled everything and forgot the last thing, which was the bobbin case. So anyways, let's try a piece of this canvas, double up this canvas I have. This is a piece of scrap I had from an old pop-up camper, and let's give it a go here. See if this belt works better now. Sounding pretty good. I'm happy with that. Looks really good, the stitches. Let's blue on top, white on the bottom. Looks like I gotta adjust the upper tension just a slight bit more, but almost got it now. Let's turn this up, drop that down, and we'll give it another run. We'll come back down the opposite direction, see if I got that balanced out. Drop that down. Needles there. Pedal off. Let's check it. There we go. That should be good there. Oh, there we go. Of course, I caught that metal piece. Let's take a peek at these stitches. Oh, dogs are going at it once again, like always. There's the blue on top and the white on the bottom. Looks pretty good. I still got some balancing to do. But yeah, I haven't cleaned the spring on the bobbin case or anything yet. And I haven't done any adjustments on the bobbin case. But it's stitching. It's working. It's pretty balanced. Boy, that's a nice stitch. I'm happy with that. There we go, guys. There's my General Electric Model A running a stitch. Now I know I can pull it apart, polish up all the parts, and while I'm polishing and cleaning and giving this a bath, I'll order the proper belt and see what I can do about this spool pin. And the next time we come back, I'm going to put this machine beside the featherweight, and we'll have a little, if I could only keep one, what one would I keep battle. That's right, guys. So you're going to see this machine one more time, all polished up and clean in its glory, tuned, running perfect. You know, it's got to have its best chance going against that 221 Singer. It's a great machine, those little featherweights. But you got to remember, this is where it came from. Anyways, guys, until next time, stay safe, and I'll talk to you soon. Woo! I love it.